have arrived at your destination.
You're making incredible progress and everything is reflected here. Why don't you have a look around and decide what you want to do next? If you want, you can pin any of these challenges to your dashboard to track your progress.
yards. Turn left. Turn left. In 100 yards, turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn left. 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Ready for a new adventure? Perfect timing. So, where shall we go? What shall we do?
Ah, Horizon Wilds. If you love dirt racing, this is perfect.
Gotcha. I'll prep Ramiro for an expedition to the dirt racing outpost. Don't get lost in there.
Oye, amigo! Ready to head into the jungle? We need to find a dirt outpost and a certain big cat I've been chasing.
Turn around it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
Hola, my friend. Are you ready to get going?
So, Rami, you said something about a big cat.
A long story. I tracked it all the way into the jungle, but lost my notes. Why don't I explain it on the way? First, let's retrace my steps. We head south, across the highway, and over the hills. Vámonos!
I thought big cats would avoid major highways.
Not this one, my friend. Mira, next, I turned off-road and hit a danger sign on the way into Mulegé. Welcome to Mulegé! My aunt, Tia Rosa, runs a stall in the craft market. She was the one who first told me about the big cat. Now I have your help, I'm sure we'll find it. Next, I went across the bridge and into the jungle. We're getting close.
Wait, hold up, Rami. You owe me a long story.
Perdón, let me explain. I was given coordinates of where this big cat was last sighted. But the plane had mechanical problems on takeoff. I barely got it off the ground.
So you dumped your cargo?
Exacto! I lost everything and I never even saw the cat. But now you're here to help. And it's on the way. Por favor. This is the place! I left my car at the far end of the runway. All my stuff, including my notes, should be in the flight cases. You think you can find them too?
The big cat is a car, right? I'm guessing Jaguar?
Obviously! Sorry, did I not mention? It's a barn find. Drop me off at my car once you've found it. Bien! You found my notes! Tia Rosa said the Jaguar was abandoned by its owner 20 years ago. I've marked out the rough location on your map. Flight recorder! It's designed to survive any crash. Maybe not getting run over by a car, but...
I don't see you getting out to grab it. fly the plane.
My spare flight suit. What did you think? You can keep it if you like.
This one's empty. What was this airfield for anyway?
Local fruits and vegetables, maybe?
How come you were carrying 100,000 credits?
Oh, my friend. Just some winnings I made on the street scene. Helmet! Gracias, my friend. I've been looking for this one. There's my car. Drop me around here when you're ready to leave. Alex wants the biggest dirt racing program Horizon has ever seen. And we are going to give it to him. Follow me! Can't get lost if we follow the river! What's your head? How would you like to visit some old friends along the way?
Absolutely.
Welcome to Xmal! Once the most powerful city in the region. But I'm afraid we missed my friends by about 1,000 years. Legend has it, La Pirámide del Adivino was built in a single night. It takes us 2 days just to set up a festival stage. El Palacio del Gobernador. They say it's built to align with the stars during the wet season. We'll have to come back and check. We'll take this road. Getting close now. I promised you dirt roads, didn't I? Ale and I used to race buggies around here when we were teenagers. I always won.
I hope you've grown out of your rivalry.
Rivalry? My friend, in Mexico we call that family. Let's cut back across the river. This is Agua Azul. We're so close now. Keep going. the heart of the jungle now, my friend. It's just us and the wildlife of La Selva. These roads are treacherous, only reached by the most capable cars.
All those that parachute down from cargo planes.
Yeah, those two.
Oh no! Have we stalled?
Selfie back, my friend. Big dirt racing fans.
Are those howler monkeys? We didn't have them back in the UK.
Your jungles must be very boring. And here we are. The waterfalls are right around the corner. Cascadas de Agua Azul. What do you think? Is the Mexican jungle good enough for Alex and the best dirt racers in the world?
It's perfect. I just hope the dirt racers are good enough for the Mexican jungle.
I know what you were thinking all the way through that jungle. This place would be perfect for dirt racing. Funny! I had the same thought. Check it out. Horizon Wilds. A little festival of my own where we celebrate all things dirt racing. Oh, this is going to be... I've started you off simple with a few events, and the drivers and fans have challenges to match. So, off you go and get dirty! Very good.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I was chatting to this bloke who said one of the most famous movie cars in history is actually abandoned in a barn somewhere in Mexico. What do you reckon? Sounds like a wild goose chase to me.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. at your destination.
Es pequeño, but it's right in the heart of one of the most beautiful villages in Mexico. Right by the East Coast, too. You're gonna love it. Muy bien, que aproveche. You'll want to get a broom for all that sand.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
say 5's your lucky number, but I have a feeling you're not stopping there.
Hey, Franklin. I have blueprints for a bunch of new adventures, and you have decisions to make.